Alright guys, welcome in. Today I'm going to show you how to land in Elite Dangerous IFR, so Instrument Flight Rules. Now, in the real world, what Instrument Flight Rules means is basically you fly by your instruments. Most people that are new to this game are flying by VFR, so Visual Flight Rules. And the only problem with Visual Flight Rules is sometimes you'll enter one of these big docking stations, and your dock will be right at the door and you'll actually fly past it and over it. And I've seen many people complain about it. And as you'll see, the dock we're in right now is right in the door. I'm going to teach you how to fly into this dock and never pass yours. Now, obviously, if you're doing this at full boost, you probably need to know where your docking numbers are because you need to know where to aim. But if you're not doing this by boost and you're just flying, this is how to do it. So we're going to take off here. I'm going to suck my landing gear up. Okay, now a lot of new players also don't know why these lights are red and this light's green. This is the flying path. Basically, it's telling you which side of the road you need to be on. So if you fly out on the red one and plow into somebody, that is 100% your fault. You are on the wrong side of the road. So I'm going to turn my flight assist off and flip over. Alright, I'm almost over. God, this thing's a tank. Come on. Alright, so I'm over. I'm all off to the side as usual. Alright, so first step you want to do is obviously request docking permission. So, 1, press Q until you get over to contacts. I've done this a couple times now, so. And then space on the station's name. Request docking, space again. And then you can press back. Now it gave us pad 38. So, I can tell you a secret. If you're landing with your gauges, you don't need to know that number. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to line up so that I can fly in without injuring myself. If I remember correctly. No. That's the one we want. Alright. So I'm going to line up with this, and then we're going to zoom in on my instruments here, and I'm going to show you what I mean by instrument flight. You can go through this gate by instrument flight, too. Okay, so take a look at my dash. You'll see my radar. Then you'll see my heat gauge, which is the one on the left. And then you'll see the 34%. Now, this gave us a landing pad at the back, but don't worry about that. So, get there. Alright, see the little dot in the circle? There's a little globe by the 34% with that little red dot. That red dot is your landing pad. So here, I'm going to turn away so that, yeah, you can see it. Okay, notice as I get closer to the dock, that little dot heads towards the bottom. Basically, it says that my target is going underneath my ship. So I'm going to slow down a little bit here. Now, as long as you're centered, when that dot changes to hollow, like literally when it changes to hollow, so right about now, stop, thrust straight down, or fly straight down if you don't use thrusters and you're not cool like that. Right? And you'll notice my number. Look, we're almost perfectly centered on the pad. Now, if I wasn't looking at the gauges, you would have seen the number go by. But I'll drop my gear, back up a little, and there we go. We're landed. And you'll see right when you reach the center, see how that dot is still solid, but I move a little farther forward, and now it goes hollow. That's when you know that hollow, if it turns hollow, you need to back up just a little and drop straight down, but otherwise you'll drop right on the pad. No visuals needed, no nothing. If you get a dock right at the door, hopefully we will this time, you won't pass it if you are using that. Now, keep in mind, if you get a dock right at the door and you're going at a really good clip, you will pass it before the gauge changes over to being your landing pad. Because originally your targeter targets the station itself until you're in the station, and then it targets the pad. So I'm going to show you again one last time. So make sure you're flying out on the green side, not the red one. Alright, let's flip over here. Right, and once again, we need docking permission. So Kepler orbital, request docking. And it'll give me a number. Don't care about the number. Okay, and I'm watching that little tiny dot again. So, as you see, the little tiny dot's telling me I need to turn. It's because I'm going off center. Now, I don't actually remember where pad 5 is, so I'm actually using this off of my gauges. Okay, pad 5 is right in the door. Notice I can't see it. Okay, but I'm just going to keep going forward till that ring. Okay, now it's on the ring. Now I'm going to center myself with it. And straight down we go. See the pad number? Point my landing gear, because I always forget to do that. And there you are. That is how you land instrument flight rules instead of visual flight rules. So if you enjoyed this video, click that like button, share it to anyone else who's been having some docking problems at these big stations. I know they can get a little confusing and a little frustrating. Whatever you do when you get into a big ship, do not boost coming in the door, because you will hit the back. I've done it many times. So have a good night, guys, and I hope this video helped you.